I'm back. It's me again. Haven't recorded anything in a while because I was moving. Let me move my model real quick because I seem to be blocking some text. Alright. Please wait here. Eugenia will be here in a minute. What is this? Am I dead? No. No, don't worry. You're not dead at all. I should say a lot more though. Why not? Protocol. This probably doesn't mean much to you, but you're extremely lucky. Yuria is an exceptional witch. You couldn't be in better hands. What? Come again? Oops, I've said too much, but everything is going to be alright. Let's go. Just get comfortable. But... bye. Okay. Oh, I can click on stuff. Just get comfortable. My clothes are still wet. And how did this wet sand get under my swimsuit? Shit, I still have the keys of the food truck on me. I hope Ava and Patrice managed to get back home okay. So warm. This feels nice. This place is actually super cool. I wonder if it'd be too expensive to rent for a nice getaway for this with us fools. Will I ever get to see my friends again? Is there anything else I could click on? Oh, there you go. I don't recognize those stars. Where the hell am I? This place makes me want to read tarot. It smells like nothing I've ever smelled before. It's a mix of nature, fate, and possibility. Gravity feels different too. Lighter. I feel like my mind is slowly shedding some dry husk, and a fresh breeze is starting to blow through it. This trembling, this isn't fear, it's excitement. No. I feel like I never want to go home. I love you already. Ooh. Relax. I'm here to look after you. You're a furry. You're from Earth, right? Earthlings always have the worst time processing their ascension. Your collective subconscious is too cynical. Your society rejects magic with a strength unlike any other in this universe. Just let it sink in. It's something good. I promise. Dear. Very observant. My kin are what humans witches call deer folk. Oh. And you are a human witch, by the way. Is this really happening? Yes. Congratulations. You ascended. Please don't be afraid. I'm not afraid. This is the best day of my life. What? 32 cycles left. Okay. Right, I'm back here. Everything is set to go. Election day has just been announced. We're merely 32 cycles away from it. We have everything we need, so let's get to work. First of all, thank you so much for your help, Greg. Sure, happy to assist. I'm sorry for the interrogation earlier, but never in her mortal or witch life have I known Fortuna to fall for anyone. I needed to check what your deal was. No problem. Did I pass? You both seem equally self-absorbed, so I guess you won't clash much. What? Hey. Hey, what does that mean? Just teasing. Enjoy yourselves. Now, the most critical point is, what do we do with this massive behemoth? Yeah, that. What do we do with your sister's savior? And what could we possibly do with the help of an almighty being older than time who's able to grant wishes? Can you make everyone vote for us? Yes. What are you willing to pay in exchange? No need for that. Fortuna is a wish granter herself at this point. She already wrote that we'll win the elections. Why bother doing anything then? I am compelled by some cosmic force? Oh. I see. We are sentient puppets at this point, aren't we, Fortuna? Would you like me to write you some free will? I do like the like this really interesting plot point, because Fortuna, the main character, literally does, like, she removed everyone's free will at this point. But there's still people who know about this. That they're basically characters in her world, that she's the main character. Basically, it's... we haven't explored how well the deck fares against paradoxes. That's an interesting line of investigation. Let's focus on the task at hand, please. Oops, sure. What can a behemoth do for free? I could disguise myself as a familiar and deliver messages. I can harvest energy. I can spread rumors. Interesting. And I think that's about it. If we don't want to draw too much attention to my powers. It's already more than I expected, so great. Happy to surpass your expectations, oh dominant sister. Which grimoire or clowns did you find this one in, Fortuna? Let's check the vibe of the coven first. Programs have already been made public, so witches are starting to form their own ideas regarding this race. We could tap into the mind of the coven with a dream ball. What the fuck's a dream ball? The dream ball allows us to get real-time readings on our community's desires and expectations. Hence, we can filter the current vote attention. This will be the pivotal tool for adjusting our strategies as the race progresses. Man, I'm covering this. Fuck. Maybe I should move myself towards... We'll go to this quarter for now, and I can make myself a tiny bit smaller. Every action we perform, and the actions of our opponent, of course, will affect the coven's sympathy, so that will be reflected in the Dream Ball's readings. I added some men's runes to filter vote attention by demographic. Go ahead, browse through them. I encourage you to put some time into familiarizing yourself with the characteristics of each group. You do not only need their votes, but you also plan on becoming their leader, so you better take responsibility to do some studying. Luckily for you, your sister is one of the common's archivists. I already wrote down a comprehensive demographic analysis for you. I took the liberty of placing it all in your library for when you have the time to go do some studying. Well, thank you so much. I got you. Now, about how we're going to operate. Fortuna, you won't be able to accomplish much by yourself out there, being exiled and all. But we will act as your will outside this room. Just Just let us know what you want us to do, and we'll set out to do so. It could be promoting some point of the program, looking for allies, gathering intel, harvesting some energy for your deck. Bear in mind that these tasks will take between 3 and 5 cycles each, so plan accordingly. Understood. But wait, what do I do while you're all out? Do your homework. Do some studying, make some cards, or jerk off to release the pressure. Trees? What? It works. Trust me. Oh, it's so gross. As the race progresses, you'll have to meet some prospective allies or even rivals here in this office. So don't worry, I don't think you'll get much idle time. Okay. Everyone ready? Any doubts? No, ma'am. I'm ready to support Fortuna till the finish line. Good. Let's conquer all. Oh, rather than conquer, let's have our sisters put their trust in us. Yes, of course. It was a figure of speech. Okay. We can never be too safe with you. Oh, I almost forgot. I got something for you, Fortuna. Oh? Huh. Okay. Last year, I spent a great deal of time cataloging the Covenant's texts and treatises on objects of power. There was one specific object that kept making me think of you. Here. The root of Aplomb. Swallow it and it'll increase your powers of persuasion. Oh. Wow. Thank you, Patrice. I'll live in your stomach for decades, liberating the very essence of willpower, atom by atom. And I'll also siphon away your self-doubt. It'll be especially handy for debates against other candidates. Or for striking deals when dealing with visits here at home. That's just perfect. Thank you so much. I got you covered. Anyway, let's get to work. Let's make sure we all have a task and get this ball rolling. Stay motivated. Alright. Task. Oh wow. I'm popular with oracles, at least. I have that. Okay. I'd like you to... dig up dirt on our opponents. It might take some time. I'll see what I can find, and later we can decide if it's okay to use it in a debate. I'd like you to... harvest energy. I'll get you some fresh energy. I'd like you to... look for allies and opportunities. I got you. Let me see what I can find. I think that's it for now. Hello. Witch Fortuna. I would like to formally introduce myself before the race. There are some topics I'm interested in discussing with you regarding the nature of the political shift our covenant is about to experience. In regards, Capressa, the Historia Witch. Hello. I'm Capressa. Nice to meet you. Welcome. I am Fortuna. Nice to meet you too. Thanks for having me. I wanted to introduce myself formally before the race becomes hectic. That is so kind of you. I'm sorry that you had to come all this way here. There are still 800 years of exile left in the sentence Adena casts over me. I am well aware. Adena often confided in me. The fear you inspired her was one of her greatest weaknesses. Oh. Wow, I don't know how to feel about that. That makes two of us. That's the main reason I decided to pay you a visit. To keep me in check. To form my own judgment. I promise to carry the best of intentions. Not even you yourself believe in your words. Maybe your intentions are good, but you lack the power or confidence to carry them out. Adena was wrong to fear you. Knowing this, I must ask you and your team to retire from the ways. Nice strategy. I didn't say that in jest. You're too close to your human side to properly govern a cosmic coven. That's what made Adena such a great leader. She had a direct channel of communication with the gods, and it was far detached from her human origins. On the other hand, you, Dahlia, and Jasmine, you have an uncountable number of human flaws. Fear, pride, envy, greed. Even what you consider virtues such as ambition or mercy. Or even the most basic things such as the need for comfort or enjoyment cloud your judgment. Flaws, flaws, flaws. And how are you better than us? Have you stopped to study the flora? Most witches are too fun and eccentric to see other forms of coexistence. As a tree, my intellect is that of growth and community. I like individuality. I am just a part of a forest. We, the plants, grow, expand, and nurture all around us. The majority of us don't need to feed on other living beings to prosper. That basic fact alters our whole perception of reality. Human existence is so built up on top of sacrifice that you're immune to innumerable forms of brutality. You're a devourer. You are a devourer of worlds, and we, the plants, are their healers. I'm going to take care of you no matter how you treat me. Let me ask you a question. What's the most important quality in a leader? Integrity? Oh, I know what you mean, but in all the millennia I've been around, I found it to be quite the idealistic concept. What is integrity? Is it to have strong moral values? But how does values defined to begin with? Does integrity respond to the values of the community or those of the individual? What happens when those values conflict with someone else's? I'm seeing integrity redefined over and over again, both inside and outside this coven. There's one other quality that always immutable and true, though. Selflessness. That's the most important trait in a leader. But to put the group's needs before your own. And even if you invented the word, humans aren't capable of it. All those emotions we talked about before, they're what make it impossible. satisfaction, respect, honor, friendship. The list is endless. Humans are capable of selfless actions, but not of selfless existences. A leader deprived of all that is just an automata. And what's the problem with that? A leader needs drive, a vision. They need to take risks. And gamble with the future of the whole community? Yes. You put your trust in a leader because you believe in the change they propose. Otherwise, you're just appointing an administrator. And what's wrong with having a fair administrator? Stagnation. Unlike plants, we consider movement to be a symptom of life. I see. So that's what you and your sisters value over stability. I'm afraid human-born witches are like that, yes. Thank you. You've helped me to understand our coven better. Listen, Compressa, would you like me to read your fortune? Would you do that for an opponent? Of course, my priority is to help the coven. Very well, let's see what fortune has in store for me. Tell me what is it you wish to ask the cards. There's only one thing on my mind. Something really dear to me. Will I be able to safeguard Adena's legacy? Of all the eras I lived through, Adena's has been the most peaceful and prosperous. At the expense of some of her sisters, but sure. Please, don't poison the reading with your resentment. That's improper of an oracle. You're right. I'll focus on your honest will. Think about Adena while I shuffle my deck. No, but you'll make peace of it and find new forms of happiness. You will steal one of Adena's masks to drop out of the race. You will leave the coven and start a cult to follow the mass whispers. Yes, the coven will idealize Adena and her sacrifice. Most will follow her philosophy, even if it's not the official rule anymore. This would help me. You will steal one of Adena's masks and drop out of the race. We will lead the coven and start a cult to follow the mass whispers. That's one of my contingency plans. How did you... Well, you wouldn't be an oracle if you didn't tap into the unknown, of course. So come to that, huh? Maybe that's for the best? The coven seems to be ready to drift away from Adena's vision. None of us besides you seem to plan to adhere to it, in any case. Well, let's be honest, you're not this race's favorite. I know, I'm not an idiot. But still, I had to try. I'm going to keep trying, in fact, so I can spread my message, and when I leave the coven, more witches will follow me. Suit yourself. Thank you for allowing me to peek into the future, Fortuna. And thanks for having me at your home. Good luck with the race. Good luck to you too. Let's pick a new card. I'm pretty sure I have enough for a new card in any case. Hmm. Sure. Trying to find like a good background for this. This looks really weird, but I don't mind it. I don't mind it that much. Let's go with it. Maybe it'll give me an interesting reading. Or an interesting meaning. Atlas. The titans of the quarry reinforce the arcana with their roar, like a channel of power trip. The golden shovel is a symbol of determination. Excessive earth energy can lead to immobility. Meanings: determination, rightfulness, guardian, ego, indifference, stagnation. That looks really weird. Ugh. This will go talk to her and then her, and then we could go over and study. And then we can, yeah. I have a system in my head, I think, about how I want to go about this. Hey, I did some digging. I found something a bit worrying about our friend Jasmine. Presumably with the best of intentions, but still quite unethical in my opinion, Jasmine has been adding some performance enhancers to her mixtures. Trying to make Adana happy and life easier for her sister, she's been spiking the dried leaves and other infusions she provides the coven with. It was all with the purpose of helping everyone meet their quarterly controls, but still to do so covertly. Apparently, some witches discovered that their mixtures were altered, but Jasmine apologized and asked them to keep it hushed up, promising she wouldn't do it again. If we reveal this in a debate, I'm sure it'll cause quite the damage. But it may damage your friendship, too. In any case, here's the info. It doesn't hurt to know more about our rebels. Thank you. I'd like you to challenge an opponent's program for me. Dahlia's. Specifically, let's go after this point of Dahlia's program. Judgment. Gotcha. I'm on it. It's different than mine, so... Alright. My dear mentor Fortuna, is it okay to visit, or are you too busy with the political campaign? I'm getting the hang of my powers now. Maybe there's a way for me to help you. Hugs, Cassia, the Peppermancer. Very well. Hello. Hey, welcome back. How are you doing? Living my best witch life. Yeah? You bet. As you predicted, or maybe inspired by your prediction, I got super into growing magical peppers. Witch gardening is so much fun, especially when you can time skip and see a whole plant grow in a matter of minutes. Oh, so much is believed that time is a super important ingredient when growing stuff, and that a time skip hinders the qualities of the harvest. Oh yeah? I'll research more about that then. But still, the Lost Reapers are spreading fur amidst our coven as we speak. You got them... You got to them this fast? Oh yeah, and they work wonders. Here, I brought you some. Wow, thank you. Not sure if I'll get to use them, but it's good to have some around, I guess. Images by yourself, they make for the most intense session, if you know what I mean. Let's change the subject. How are you settling in? Well, I'm still trying to find my place. Magic, understanding the cosmos, and all that. Well, that's the thing. But I can't help feeling lonely. How so? I don't know, I don't feel like I belong in this coven yet. I'd like to be a part of a project or something. I see. That's actually why I'm here. You just tell me frankly if it'd be too much of a nuisance, but I'd like to join your party. Please. I'll do anything, grabbing cosmic coffee or whatever the equivalent is in this case. I just want to help in any way I can. Oh, that's so nice of you. So, will you have me on board? Of course, we'd be thrilled to have you. Yes. Thank you so much for this opportunity, Fortuna. You won't regret it. I'm gonna do my best and then some. That's a good attitude. You're already in our headquarters, so find a comfortable spot and I'll come up with something for you to help us with. Understood. Well... You. Hey, I went for a trip inside a star and got this out for you. Will I make more cards with this? Yes. Look for allies and opportunities. Understood. I'll come to Cosmos to see what I can find. I'd like you to promote our program. Never mind. Let's see. Why are like not popular in warriors? Explorers. Academics. Let's do explorers. Oh, exciting! I'll go and spread the good word, absolutely. Alright. Dear Fortuna, I need to bring you up to date regarding an active conflict that may affect the current elections. Let me know when it's a good time for me to visit. Yours faithfully, Thea, Arbiter Badge 210, rank Waxing Gibbous. Hello again, Fortuna. Thank you so much for coming. What's this about an active conflict? Should we be worried? Well... there's an internal war going on within the coven of the Jade Sculptors. The conflict escalated quicker than we anticipated, and there may have been many witch casualties in a matter of weeks. So the arbitrage office had to intervene to minimize casualties and, above all, keep it contained and make sure no other coven takes part in the conflict. I see. This must be the war you foretold, Fortuna. Thanks to your card reading, my superiors were extra vigilant and managed to mediate in time to avoid a greater disaster. They want you to know that they value your contribution. This is why I'm coming to you with this first. There's something I would like to send you away. Your counsel has been very valuable to me and, by extension, to the arbitrage office. Maybe you'll be able to do the same for a group of refugees that had to leave the Jade Sculptors to save their skin. Then we need to bring some order into this chaos. Very well, I will talk with my team and see what we can do. Depending on how you handle it, it may be an opportunity. Shouldn't the arbitrage office be neutral? Not exactly. We have an objective, and that's to preserve peace within which is society. Our policy is to avoid meddling in internal conflicts, unless they become a threat to the rest of the community, like in this case. When the, shit hits the fan, and we do whatever it is, in this case, we thought that your newfound party is the best suited to this specific issue. I see. I'm giving notice to the office. Now tell Zyra, the representative of the refugees, to make contact with you. Okay, I can't promise anything, though. You meet with her, no strings attached, and decided there's something that your party could do to help. That I could do. Very well, that'll be all. Something to confess? No way. Protocol. Oh, and by the way, I got my promotion. Not sure if the cost was worth it, but I got it nonetheless. Thanks for the heads up. Sure, anytime. Take care, Fortuna. You too. Okay. Jasmine is going out to our academics now. She's always selling fear about how our system is going to lead to chaos and the degrading of our Sisterhood's well-established values. Whatever that means. The thing is that the oldest witches are buying it up. Let's stay on our toes. Jesus. Jasmine's too much of a threat. I'm back. The novices weren't happy that we're trying to discredit Dahlia's referendum idea. But for the rest of witches, especially the academics, we raised some valid concerns. Academics, please. Okay, I'll do my best. I'll be back in a few cycles. I think I stumbled upon an interesting opportunity. She'll come to meet with you and you decide what's best. Her name is Corel, the Sensorial Witch. She can affect the perception and sensations of sentient beings, conjure hallucinations, induce synesthesia, and even grant extra senses humans don't usually have. She seems to be a bit anxious about the current climate in the Coven. I'm not sure what will come out of this meeting, but I sent her your way anyway. Never mind. Let's see. Banning, maybe? Yeah, let's do that. Jasmine. Banning. Very well, I'll give them something to think about. Thank you. Alright. Now this is like more complicated than I thought. Okay, sure. Fortuna, how come you didn't let your Metru know that you're allowed to receive visits now? Is everything alright? I don't want to be a bother, but I would like to visit you and see how you're doing after 2 centuries of exile. Looking forward to see you again, Yuania. Very well. Hello, Fortuna. I'm so happy to see you. Oh, are you alright? Your fire energy is weaker than it used to be. 2 centuries of isolation is too much for anybody, but everything will be better from now on. Well, I'll help you, alright? I'm happy to see you too, Master. So, I guess that after all these years, I must have 2 centuries worth of pent-up lecture coming my way anyway, right? Come again? Why would you? It's terrible enough you had to spend all this time in exile. I should be the one listening to you today. I'm eager to hear the insides of an oracle who survived 200 years of isolation. Oh, I wasn't ready for this. I totally thought you'd be ashamed or angry. In the beginning, maybe. But I'm not the same witch you knew hundreds of years ago. I guess none of those you knew actually exist anymore as you remembered them. That's a sad thought, but yeah, I feel a bit alien even among my closest friends. Losing you has changed us all. Being cut off from my dear pupil so abruptly, it made me question my identity and my purpose. Master, today I'm here to listen to you. Tell me about exile. I don't think I'll ever fully heal from this. It's been too much, Master. This is the hardest thing I've ever had to live through. No one to talk to. Eventually, I started to hallucinate. I tried to escape my mind through fiction, subsistence, even pain. But no matter the stimulus, when in isolation, you grow numb to it all. Memory becomes a mirage. Not a single landmark in time to allow you to differentiate one day from another. It's been endless, and at the same time, I can barely remember it. The only thing remaining is this damage that I need to figure out how to outlive. Yeah, isolation sucks pretty bad. Fortuna, I'm so sorry. Thank you for sharing this with me. I'm here for you, and I'm going to help you find your peace, okay? Thank you. And what about the behemoth you summoned? How do you... Fortuna. It was me who taught you the forbidden song. Of course I was going to notice. I'm so sorry. I was desperate. I know. Don't worry. You did nothing wrong. I taught you that spell for a reason. It would be twisted to teach you something that you weren't meant to use. You knew that I'd eventually summon a behemoth? I wanted you to have the option. The option to break the magical pact. Yes. You see, laws are just an agreement between members of a community that has some broad guidelines about what is correct and what not. But hardly any law survives every context. Plus, to be frank, most of us are shoved into a system of rules we have previously agreed upon. I hear you. In this case, it saved my life. I knew that this day would come, that the moment you used the forbidden song, you would become a fully fledged witch. You are no longer my apprentice. I'm no longer your master. That makes me feel kind of sad. Me too. But now we can relax and become something better than mentor and mentee. Now we can be friends. And I can rely on you. We can rely on each other. It's going to be weird to treat you like I treat my friends. I'm starting to regret this. Fortuna, I am proud of you. You're going to make me cry. Who would have thought that praise is what would finally break through your armor? Whatever, it's been a difficult couple centuries. I know, my friend. I know. By the way, speaking of surprises, what's this about you getting into politics? I want to fix Adena's damage. What damage? To myself? I don't know. I want to rob her or something. She deprived me of so much. It'll never be enough. I'm not sure if that's going to get you any closure. But I guess it's good that you might get some hatred out of your system. Can I help in any way? Can you vouch for us amongst the academics? Gladly. Thank you so much. No, I can't wait anymore. Legend is spreading fast within the Coven. I want to see your new deck, please. No, I want to experience it. Okay, but first I should warn you about its true nature. And what may that be? Andina's corpse visited me not long ago and explained why she sent me to exile. She realized it way before any of us that what I do is not fortune-telling. I'm not reading into the unknown, I'm writing it. I can modify not only the future, but everything that didn't happen in the past. I can basically alter reality. Adina's always been quite perceptive. I'm ashamed that I didn't notice it before, being the closest to you in your magical development. I could have guided you better should we have known about this earlier. You taught me perfectly, plus I was happier before learning what my powers actually entail. Oh, so your prediction about the fall of the Coven? Yes, I doomed us all. I see. I guess that's in part why I got into politics, in hopes there's a way to minimize the damage. Knowing that, do you still want to subject yourself to my new deck? Yes. Oh. It's my responsibility. I brought you up. Just be mindful of about what you ask. I do interpret the cards, I just don't control what the card I'll draw. Very well. Okay. Deep breaths. What future do you want to alter? Not the future. If I understood you properly, we can work with everything that didn't happen, right? Oh, right. I can't erase anything, but I can summon new realities. Especially around times where our collective memories are fuzzy. Times in which nothing of worth seemed to happen. I understand. Then I want you to write us a happy memory and an important lesson. Oh. That's unexpected. What's this about? Regret? Disappointment? I did so much thinking when Adina took you away from me. And I feel I should have been less strict and put more time into enjoying ourselves. Now you're telling me you have the power to fix that, so... let's see if you could turn me into a better mentor. Even retroactively. Wow. Okay. Focus on your pride and your compassion while I shuffle my deck. You taught me necromancy and harvest magic from my own dreams. You taught me to create a magical stash that would slowly grow during my penance. So I would have a meaty magical reserve ready for when I came back. You taught me necromancy to harvest magic from my own dreams. Oh, yeah, I remember. That's fun days. In the beginning, you were having trouble becoming lucid within a dream. The moment you realized you were dreaming, you always panicked and woke up. Whoa. Yes, I don't remember it as being fun, though. I was so frustrated by it all. But the moment I mastered it, I immediately dreamwalked to your mind and gave you the big old scare. That wasn't the fun part. Who would have thought you'd be so afraid of beetles? I'm telling you, stag beetles aren't natural. I haven't been able to prove it yet, but they are of demonic origin. Anyway, yeah, I've been harvesting energy from... what? Anyway, have you been harvesting energy from your dreams lately? Scarcely. Not since they lifted the ban on visitation, at least. This is interesting. Hmm? We just alter the past, but anything that's been observed cannot be affected. So that's why I haven't been using the spell. The cards keep the universe coherent. So I guess I could stop worrying about any kind of butterfly effect destroying the present as we know it. Oh, I already forgot that you just read this into our past. It feels so real. Because it happened. This isn't an illusion. We lived through that day. Extraordinary. It's very interesting indeed. I'll try it as soon as I get a sleep next, so. It's getting close to election day, so it's good to know that I'm going to be productive even in my dreams. Happy to see my lessons are going to be helpful. Is it the merit kind of mind, though, if I just wrote that you taught me this? Maybe. It doesn't feel like it, though, and that's what counts. I guess. Oh, I remember how your ears went wild the first time I baked you a margarita pizza. I really loved that time you took me camping in one of the beautiful valleys in the Deerfolk realm. It was so peaceful. Let's go with that. Oh, yes. I feel that's when you finally opened up to me. Yes, I remember it too. And do you know why that happened? Of course, it was that we broth... What? Of course, it was that broth we prepared together. Foraging for the ingredients, getting water from the rivers, starting a fire, and how comforting it was. When we drank from it in silence, letting it warm us to fight the wet cold of the valley. A true bonding experience. It was very nice, but that wasn't what made me lower my guard. Oh yeah? What was it then? It was when you fell down on your ass when a grasshopper jumped out of nowhere. What? That? Why? The little scream, the dumb look on your face was priceless. And that made you trust me. Absolutely. Up to that point, you were nothing but perfection. Master of the elements, Ionia. Oh, so wise and faultless. But you fell on your ass. Really. Suddenly, you were within my reach. If a millennium-old witch could fall on her ass, everything is alright. I can aim to become that. Anyway, what do you think about my true talents? I understand why Adena was scared enough to deprive you of your old deck. But I am not scared of all, because I know you. Adena didn't. She made a great mistake. If Adena had told you the truth, you have treated your newfound power of care. I have no doubt about it. But sentencing you to a millennium of exile was dangerous. You could have gone insane, and I don't even want to think about a mad witch with the power to alter reality. I am so glad I taught you the song to summon Abramar. Wait, you know about Abramar? Not personally, but my mentor did. She taught me the forbidden song and told many tales about Abramar. But I never got to use the spell myself. Wait, tell me more about your mentor and Abramar. My mentor was a Sumerian witch, master of shape-shifting. She was one of the founders of our coven. Apparently they had to dispel Abramar because one of the sisters made a pact that endangered the fabric of time itself. My mentor rarely talked about the incident because it brought her sour memories that tainted her transformations. but they had to erase their sister out of existence and chain Abramar back into the Forbidden Song. I know Abramar isn't happy about that. I'm sure. And my mentor felt quite sorry for everything. But what could they do? The price was too high. In any case, my mentor spoke fondly about their time with Abramar, and I could have said I never got to summon him myself. How are you liking him? I like him very much. I owe him my life. I'm so happy to hear that. I'm glad you found such a good ally. It's rare to hear you talk so fondly about anybody. I guess that extra-dimensional beings are my weak spot. Listen, I want you to know something. I believe my dominion may prove a very powerful sphere for your creations. The four elements converge there, after all. Ooh. Okay. Thank you. Well, this is gonna come in handy, alright? Plus, it's very nice to have a card that represents the place that grew as a witch. Fortuna. Thank you, Eonia. Okay. Tea time is over. Now you're focused on the campaign. Change the world, my child. Yes. Come back soon. Alright. It's been a little past my usual recording time, so I'm gonna end off here. But this is getting like more and more interesting. I really like it. I really like it kind of makes you think. I don't know. It makes me want to make a D&D character that's about domination. And explore that a little bit. But yeah. I'll see you guys next time. See ya.